Morning, friend. Thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to jump into how you can start accepting Bitcoin payments on your website or by invoicing people, and then receive Bitcoin into your own wallet, like an e-commerce store. So we're going to go over BTCPayServer. This is an open source cryptocurrency payment processor platform. It's totally private, secure, and censorship resistant. This thing allows you to run basically kind of like your own PayPal in a sense, that runs on Bitcoin and Lightning and many other tokens if you want. But again, I'm focused on Bitcoin, and that's kind of the setup that I've got for our company. So this is a really great tool. There's so many great things available in this. It's fairly easy to set up. I set mine up actually on a virtual machine at Lunanode. But again, most people prefer to set these up in other tools as well. You can set them up in a Raspberry Pi on like an Umbral node. There's a whole bunch of cool things you can do. So today, really, we're just going to talk about how you set it up on a VM and how I did it on our server. So first and foremost, they got amazing documentation, and that's kind of where I started. So, I went into the docs and, they got a whole bunch of user guides because, again, I had to learn how all this stuff works. I've never run a Bitcoin node on a virtual machine, and I've never run a Lightning node at all. So I'm just learning about how all that works, and there'll be more videos in the future that kind of show you, how we kind of set up our Lightning and how we manage that. So more to come. But again, the deployment docs, you click on here and there's a bunch of ways you can do this. So this is where it jumps in. They got a nice little handy graph that helps you kind of choose, what the best way is. Again, a lot of different ways. This was the easiest chart to look at. So I went with the Lunanode one-click install. Super easy. Lunanode's great. It's an easy kind of VM management system. You can buy everything on a per time basis. So you basically pay for what you use. And then this one-click install that they've set up allows you to basically, once you set up your Lunanode account, you can get APIs. You plug them into the one-click install, and poof, you have a BTCPayServer installed and ready for you to start using. So I like that. That was very easy, production ready, and again, not too expensive. So they're saying $10 a month here. Again, you can buy a very low processing node over at Lunanode, or you can beef it up. And we beefed it up, and we're paying probably around $30 or $40 a month for some really good, fast hardware. So again, like I said, there's other ways you can do this. Third-party hosts. There's, again, you can do this on AWS. Any kind of server you want. So Lightning in a box as well. There's a whole bunch of those types of solutions out there and various providers. Great list here, on the BTCPayServer website that will really show you, what your options are. And yeah, you can even hardware build these yourself. So again, just depends what you want to do. The higher security you want, the more you have to pay attention to your deployment and what you want to do. So I went through all of this and basically set up a server, and it basically looks like this when you land. I've already set this up. So I've already created a store, I set up a wallet, and I set up the Lightning node on BitHelm. But everything starts at a store level. So you go to create a store, and we'll just go through this simply to create a test store. So let's do this, and BitHelm's our company, so that's what we're calling it here. Default currency if you want, you can pick what you want, but to go USD makes the most sense. And then you hit create. So that creates a store, and that gives you the ability to add wallets to your store, and even have you could have your own Lightning node as well, or connect to your own Lightning node for this store. It has one built-in Lightning node for the server, and it can only have that one. So, again, if you're creating multiple stores on here, they're generally going to use the same Lightning node, and you just got to pay attention to that. But again, most people only need one store. So from there, you set up your wallet. You can connect an existing wallet, so import your existing one. This can connect to a hardware or software and have the funds basically managed offline, or you can create a new wallet right in your node, because you're running a full Bitcoin node on this server. It takes about 500 gigabytes of space, and you're running that. So let's just create a hot wallet. This is interesting as well. So hot wallet means it's stored on the server. obviously not as secure. There's a lot of risk of theft, and you're really supposed to just use this as a transitionary wallet to a different wallet. So again, this is to simplify setup. You could just go with this and start with that. So again, create your Bitcoin hot wallet address. You can just enable the defaults here. These are things you can learn about later. PayJoin, it's more privacy and some interesting features that come with that. Again, if you're just getting started, just click through and set things up. Here's where you can get your security phrase. Again, you're seeing this now. I'm going to delete all this, but this account won't have one. So I've written this down. I haven't, but you should always write these down and keep them secure. Offline, don't take a picture, don't just store these, copy and paste these to a doc, not safe. So again, I'm going to be killing all this account and not going to be using this. So off we go. So we're done. Once you're in here, there's a whole bunch of settings. You can get to these settings here. And as you'll notice, again, we're in this test store. You can switch between stores up here. Here's where you can set all kinds of settings. So you got your store ID, the store name. If you have a domain name, you could put it here. Let's say that was the domain and the website we're going to have. Anyone can create invoices. So this is if you want to allow outsiders to create systems on here or pay you through the website. So we create this because we want people to create an invoice when they're purchasing something. So and again, a bunch of different settings in here. We'll save those out. Here you can set the rates for your store. So this is about exchange rates and bringing in routing transactions, things like that. There's some configuration on checkout experience. Again, we haven't set up a Lightning node, so the only way you can check out right now is actually on chain on the Bitcoin network. Again, about some different configurations. Language you can auto detect as well. You can add a custom CSS style sheet here as well, and manage it, make it a little bit more customized for your needs. Access tokens, you can add multiple users to the store. So if you have other people on your team that need to be in here managing, again, you can add those users. All kinds of integrations. Again, some things Lightning's not set up here. You can connect to Shopify, WooCommerce, Drupal. So again, if you want to allow people to shop on your e-commerce store and then run it through your payment processing, which is your BTCPayServer, there's good integrations here. And then of course, webhooks, which allow you to connect to things like Zapier, where you can integrate with hundreds, if not thousands of other applications. So now that we have that set up, the next thing we need to do is set up the Lightning node. So we're not going to do that. We'll save that for another time. What you can do here, again, once we can accept Bitcoin, we can basically, now create an app. And so apps are like point of sale, or you can do a crowdfunding app. So the point of sale app, we'll get into this in the next couple of minutes here. We're just going to call it POS, and we create that new app. So again, here you can basically create, a title for this, choose a currency. Here's where you can add all kinds of text like welcome to the store. And then when you open this up, there's actually P products here. So you can see how you can edit products, images. I can show you later on how we'll upload these into your server, write descriptions, fairly simple to use. And then you save it out. There's other configuration settings, but you can view right away, just like that. We've got a T shop where we can pay. And because our node is already synced, you can pay right just like that. Easy peasy.